Hello guys, and welcome here to the Jello Cup Series. This is race number 9 here today from the Martinsville Speedway. I believe it's the Blue Emu 500 here today. I'm Brian James here in the booth, and starting from the pole will be a rookie driver in Sky Commons. He will start up front. To his outside will be Dick Clark in the number 88, and if you remember Sky Commons so close to winning at Sonoma, his teammate Matt Dixon almost won under the lights at Atlanta on Wednesday. So it looks like Stuart Haas is getting on a roll to start the season. Of course, that race didn't quite go in Matt Dixon's favor. A late stop didn't help him. So, unfortunate for them, as we now take a look at your knockout qualifying results. And of course, Jordan Anderson topped that list. And Francis Hawes for the second straight race will get in. It looks like it was mostly Chevy dominated, except for the one Ford of Max Anderson that got in. So, good for all those 7 guys. And of course, the points battle has been a huge battle between rookies to open up the campaign. Can we see that continue here? Will we actually see our second rookie get to victory lane? We'll find that out in a moment. We could have 9 different winners after this race. But again, we'll find out in just a moment. We want to roll your intro though real quick, and we'll show you your starting lineup here from Martinsville. You are watching the Gaming Collaboration Network, home of the Jello Cup Series.
Oh man, through turns 3 and 4, we're going to have ourselves another photo finish, and I believe this time the 43 Tim Randolph will win at Daytona.
The Lift National Series. Here we go. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. The pace car will peel off. And for the first time ever, the Lift National Series is green here at Daytona. The Hitachi Truck Series. And here we go. The pace truck is gonna peel off. And for the first time ever in GCN history, we have a truck series, and we are underway under the lights here at Daytona in Tuesday night heat. Start for us. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Here we go. The starting lineup is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. You see we got a few of our winners this season up front, and Dylan Young, Patrick Smith, and Zach Fitzwater, as well as Scott Upton, who's on the outside of row number 2. We saw yesterday that outside lane really hung tight with the guys on the inside, which is unusual here for Martinsville. Will we see some of the same today? The green flag waves are underway at Martinsville. Normally, I believe this would be a penalty here, but Dick Clark gets the lead after an incredible launch on that outside. Normally, I believe in NASCAR this would be a penalty if you jump the initial start on the, if you are not the the pole sitter and you jump the leader on the start. So unfortunately, or fortunately for the 88, I don't believe that penalty can be assessed here in NR. So It looks like Dick Clark's going to get away with an early start, because you're not supposed to beat the leader to the line. But he'll lead the opening first few laps here. Sky Common still trying to chase him down. And you see there, Dustin Davis gets third. Ricky Johnson just cleared for fourth. And now you've got Patrick Smith trying to get fifth from Scott Upton. And Patrick Smith is a former winner at this track. He just won his second race ever at Sonoma just recently. Could he be going for win number 2 here at Martinsville? That'll be a big question and a big storyline we will follow, so long as the 42 is able to stay out front. See, the front bunch here have kind of gone single file now. Again, it's really hard to pass on long runs here, so we could see a lot of our passing coming on pit stops. And you see there a bunch of them single file. There's Brandon Harrison, that number 7. And of course he just crawled into the top 33. So looking to get a good result here today to maintain that top 33 position. Back behind him though is that number 32 of Joshua Saculli. Tried to make something happen, it didn't work out. And Dick Clark for the time being has checked out. Keep in mind this is a much dramatically longer race than the truck race that was yesterday. And of course Kevin Thomas was the winner over there. He is not in the field today. We'll see what happens. Saw there Brandon Harris just climbed into the top 10. And it looks like the 4 is going to get 8th. From the 77 of Dave Paschal. Now the 77 is going to try crossing over and getting the position back. See, it forces the 4 wide. And it looks like 77's got it for the time being. Caution is out. And it might have something to do with that 21. Yeah, the 21's back end is a little crunched in, so I assume Mitchell Collins had something to do with this, as we have our first cycle of stops here, so we will keep an eye on this. Here comes 88. It's going to be right side tires. And they will go around and change all 4. Oh, the 10's held up. He's got an issue. And Dustin Davis is going to capitalize on this, and so will a few others. Let's go see what happened. And it's a run-in with Chris Smith here. Again, kind of the same issue we always see here at Martinsville. The guy on the outside just gets a run and carries too much momentum right into the back of Mitchell Collins. And of course he slides down into Matt Dixon, causes some damage. And look at that, something happened to the 65. He got really high up into those marbles, and you see there it really hurt the balance of that car. But a tough break for Mitchell Collins, who was running 17th at the time. Let's take you back to the green. Here we go, we get ready for the restart. Oh, looks like 77 got into the back of somebody there. Maybe Scott Upton. Pace car is off. It's going to be Dick Clark in first. Second is Dustin Davis. Third is Ricky Johnson. Fourth is Carter Joey. Fifth is Sky Commons. Sixth is Patrick Smith. Seventh, Scott Upton. Eighth, David Paschal. Ninth, Brandon Harris. 10th, Zach Fitzwater. And we are back underway. And you see there, the 88 got another incredible launch. And Dick Clark's car just looks so strong today, but his teammate is back behind him now, and that is Dustin Davis. Clean so far for the top three. It looks like Patrick Smith's under some pressure there as Sky Commons goes to fourth. Now Patrick Smith trying to get around Carter Joey. And that should work out for the McDonald Chevrolet. See there, just look at how strong that 88 is. And keep in mind, the 88 has not had the best start to the campaign this year. I mean, they've definitely in the second year over at Hendrick, they have struggled so far. They've been borderline top 33, and it's miraculous that they haven't fallen out of that top 33 threshold. But today could be a very good points day for that 88 team of Dick Clark. And of course another one that could have a very good points day is Dustin Davis, who again is still in the battle for that points lead. His opponent, or one of his opponents, that 96 of Astrid Flores. And he's back there in 33rd, not having a good day. And look at that, the 18, Casey Naneko, dives to the inside. I believe that 18 got trapped on the pit lane as one lap down there. So is Mitchell Collins, and that is a tough break for the 21. They just have not gotten things going so far. Meanwhile, Dick Clark has kind of just checked out on second place, his teammate, but Hendrick 1-2 right now is always a good thing for those guys. You see really just single file on back, but it's still a battle for 10th, and it's Zach Fitzwater and Scott Upton, and Upton thought he was clear. Zach Fitzwater didn't lift. You gotta imagine he would have been perfectly fine sending that 43 up the track. But he'll get the position for now. See, he tried to pinch the 4 again, but Fitzwater gets the position, and Zach Fitzwater, one of the Phoenix winners, just trying to come out with a solid day here today. And so far I believe he's doing just that. Right now the fastest car on track is that 93 of Ricky Johnson, the only one to get into the 19-second bracket. And he's running in third. He's really had kind of a comeback season, if you will. Because again, that 93 the last two seasons has had to race their way into events since switching to Ford, and they've really struggled, but it seems like now they're starting to come into their own here, and hopefully they will get a trip to victory lane real soon. I believe it's been a really long time since Ricky Johnson has been to Victory Lane. I don't know the exact number, but it's definitely been a while for them. One guy it has been a while for, though, and I can confirm the number. Of course, if you saw our GCN Weekly update after Michigan, this guy here, Dylan Young, had a 111 race winless streak that was just broken over at Michigan. Of course, the regular season champ last season, didn't get a win, unfortunately, and his winless streak dated back to season number 3 when he won at Auto Club. So a similar trek that ended his last winless streak that was almost like 60, 70, or I think it was a 52 race winless streak, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully he is going to try his best not to get another one of those winless streaks going. And a good day going for Dylan Young as well. He is inside the top 10. As Dick Clark is just inching away from the rest of the pack. Of course, after this we go to Richmond. That'll be on Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern. Not as early in the afternoon as this one. And then next weekend we go to Dover, and I believe that'll be a 1:15 p.m. Eastern start time for race number 11. Again, we're starting races a little bit earlier to accommodate for the NASCAR Cup event and all the top 3 NASCAR division playoffs. So hence why we are starting races a lot earlier than we normally do. Anyway, here we go. A battle for 5th going on here between Carter Joey and the 42 of Patrick Smith. Again, this will be interesting. Richmond is only 3 miles away from this track, or not 3 miles, 3 hours away from this track. And of course, it'll be our 3rd midweek of the season. So that should be interesting. We're going to have a lap traffic barrage here coming up in a moment. And that's just how fast Dick Clark has been today. And of course, all those guys he's catching are 1 lap down, trying to stay 1 lap down. But yeah, if you wanted any indication as to how fast that 88 is, you just got one. Because I don't think we've seen this really. And you see he's still growing that lead too. It's now 2.3. He's got a little bit of a cushion, but I imagine he's still going to want to work through this lap traffic rather quick. And here we go, we're closing in on it. I don't want to declare it yet, because he's not quite there yet. Probably out of turn 4. We'll see. No, I'm not ready to declare it yet. You know, if you've watched the last few races, you know what I'm getting. You know what I'm winding up for. Oh, we're gonna have a caution. The 37 of Keith Stevens just got dumped. And the caution flag waves. And a lap traffic moment there presented by Fitzwater's angriness. And it traps the 43 on the pit lane. Oh, they're trying to avoid the 88. Just look at this mess. Holy crap right here. You see they will pit. And this is about to be a huge mess because we don't exactly know, well, we know Scott Upton got trapped on the pit lane, but will they allow him to go around the pace car? Because if they do, he might just be the race leader. But who knows again? I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen there. As you see Dick Clark into his pit stall, it's going to be right side tires. Will they go the complete 4-tire stop? And indeed they will. Let's go see what happened. Here we go. Same situation here as it was early in the race. Casey Naneko drives it a little deep and gets the 37. Keith Stevens on top of it damages his own race car. And that was a close call because that was right in front of the leaders too. And there you see Keith Stevens has to be careful merging because he is in front of the race leaders now. But very smart driving for the rookie. But a tough break for him nonetheless, and we'll take you back to the green in just a moment. Unfortunately, we missed the start, and we do apologize for that. I accelerated a little too far. It's Dick Clark that's the leader. Dustin Davis in second, but they are dealing with lap traffic, and this is another lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's angriness, and it's really, really hurting that 88 right now. Of course, it's Dick Clark, Dustin Davis, Guy Commons, Carter Joey, Brandon Harris, Patrick Smith, Jordan Anderson, David Paschal, Matt Dixon, and Zach Fitzwater. That is your top 10. And you see now that lap traffic is really hindering the number 5 as Dustin Davis is struggling to get around that 22 of Samet Ozkan, as Dick Clark is struggling to get by the 6 of Tim Randolph. And if Dustin Davis could just get to the bottom of the track, he could really mount a run and catch this 88. I mean, you imagine he's loving the points day that he's getting out of this, but he's really not liking, I don't think, how much this is preventing him from getting his first career victory. See right there, he had to lift and just let the 22 go at this point. He knew he was losing ground. And he's like, maybe Samet Ozkan can create a problem for the 88. Again, though, teammates here. But you know Dustin Davis knows what's at stake. If he can win this race, it could propel, well, I mean, right now he could be the points leader after today, of course, but if he wins this race, he's not only the points leader, but he has a win in his arsenal. And then, of course, even if he loses the points lead, he'd still be in a good position for the playoffs. But again, I stress to you, 5 playoff points is nothing. 1 win and 5 playoff points means absolutely nothing when it gets to the later stages of the season. You are going to need at least 7 to be even considered to make the playoffs. And Dick Clark is looking at 6 right now. He knows that. That should be good based on past seasons, but you know, you never know. We got 15 to go, and Dick Clark has led, I believe, at this point, every lap. And you see he's really not ready to challenge that 6 quite yet, kind of just hanging back, realizes, hey, I don't need this too bad. I mean, especially because the 5 is stuck behind the 22. Maybe that's also the reason he's not pushing it and pushing his luck to get around that 6. Right there is Ricky Johnson. We documented how good of a start he has had, and it looks like it's gotten worse for him. It's another lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's angriness, and actually not much of a moment at all. 93 just lets him go. And I think he just knew better at that point. He knew it was not going to benefit him to get in the way there. And the 93 is really off the pace. There might be an issue. And now you see there he's holding up some at Ozcon, and now it's kind of a moment. And now there goes the 5. So look at this. There's definitely an issue with Ricky Johnson. He's over a second off the pace, running in the 24th position. And the 88 has caught the 6. We'll see what happens here. And again, Dick Clark doesn't need to try anything right now. And you see there he kind of backs off again. He knows he doesn't have to try anything. He's got the 5 right where he wants him, behind that 22. I mean, his only concern is if that 22 catches him and they go side by side, because then it brings Dustin Davis right back into the picture. And even that might not be a huge concern. As we come to 5 to go. And he's just minding his own business right here, not trying to push the issue with 4 to go. And they'll be carrying some great momentum 3 hours down the road, or 3 hours across the state here to Richmond if they can get the win. Of course, tomorrow we got the truck race here, at Richmond, here on GCN. Then on Tuesday we've got the Lift National race from Richmond, with 2 to go. And And here we go. We come to the white flag. It's one lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. He has been unchallenged today. That 88's just been bad quick all day. He's led, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, every lap in this race. He hasn't been challenged. And it's going to be the perfect day. Dick Clark wins at Martinsville. Congratulations to the 88. And it was a rocky start to the season for them. They get a much needed victory to put that behind them. Saw Astrid Flores on the pit lane though at the end. This could put Dustin Davis for sure in the points lead if he came home in last. But what a day for Dick Clark. We want to thank you for watching. We are going to show you results and standings, and we will be back here we'll be back here the next 2 nights with the Lift National and the Hitachi truck races from Richmond. But if you are not going to be watching those, we'll be back here on Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern for the race from Richmond, race number 10. Till then, hope you'll join us, and goodbye, everyone.